Yo, yes, people, back at it again. Yeah, so I've had my first two interviews for the podcast. If you haven't seen it, like it's on my YouTube channel. Please, I beg you, subscribe to it, watch it, like it, comment, share it. You understand what I'm saying? Man's trying to spread this story and mission far and wide as well. For anyone, you know, that's interested in what man's doing and wants to see man make it, I've also started a GoFundMe page. You can click the link in my bio, and it's got a link to all my social media platforms, and it's also got the GoFundMe in it as well. So please, like people, if you can help out, man. Like everything's a bonus. Everything's helping. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah. So now the story I'm gonna touch on today, yeah, it's like sometimes you kind of have to stand for what you believe in. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes that means going against the grain. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of the time, I feel people will stay quiet as to what they believe in and what they really want because they're in fear of upsetting others. Do you know what I mean? And like it reminds me of a situation that happened again in Whitemore when we was all in Whitemore, yeah. And a friend of mine, a good friend of mine, he was on the wing and he was kind of upsetting a few people with what he was doing and how he was moving and that, yeah. So, long story short, like word was flying around that my man's going to get moved to and whatever else, yeah. But I stand upon, like, if you're with me, I've got you 110%. You understand what I'm saying? Even if it's only me and you stood there against however many people. You get me? So my man's moving how he was moving, doing what he was doing, and a lot of people weren't happy with it. But my argument was, rather than dealing with it in house, a lot of people was going out of the circle, going off the wing, and talking about said man's behaviour and what he was keeping up. You understand what I'm saying? But nobody was really approaching him. So I was saying, like, if you don't feel you can approach someone personally, you could approach someone that's within his circle and talk to them and get them to talk to him. Do you know what I mean? Now, you don't really have to take things out of the circle. You ain't got to take things out of, like, because the way I seen it, living on a wing, yeah, like that's our community. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like if we live on an estate, rather than taking it to an outside source, let's try to deal with it in house. Let's try to deal with it from within. Yeah. So all right. So like I said, my mum was doing what he was doing. Certain people weren't happy about it, and then like there was rumors flying around that people aren't happy, and there's a list, and everyone on this list getting moved to and stabbed up and whatever else. Yeah, there was a few people on this list. I was on this list myself. Yeah. So now we've just spun this situation. So obviously, man, I've said what I've said. So now we're saying, oh, we need to hold a meeting. Now, for anyone that's been to prison or been to Whitemore even, like you have a TV room, a little small room, not a big room. It's about the size of a cell and a half. Yeah. So we've all gone in his TV room. No word of a lie. There's about, I'd say about 15 man. 15 man in this room. 15 to 20 people in this room. And really and truly, it's only me and my brethren. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, so we'll say 15 months. So that means it's like 2 on 13. You understand what I'm saying? But we're in there. Everyone's saying what they need to say. Everyone's saying what they need to say. So I'm coming on the approach of, like I said, why do we have to take this out of the community and start getting everyone else involved? Now, people are going to start feeling offended. So he's not going to want to say what's on his mind. I'm not going to want to say what's on my mind because now, again, with that road mentality, it's like, rah, so what? You threatened me. You understand what I'm saying? So now, because you threatened me, it is what it is kind of thing. You understand what I'm saying? We was at a loss. Like I ain't afraid to admit we was at a loss. We would have got moved to. You understand what I'm saying? But at the same time, you kind of have to stand for what you believe in. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, in there. It's like 13 man, just me and my brethren just there, just stood there. But there was couple within. I'm not gonna lie, within that 13, yeah, not all of them was against us. You understand what I'm saying? There was like a select few what was against us. You get me? So it weren't really 13 on two because there was certain man there. I think there was just there to make up the numbers. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, so it's all going on. It's all going on, and like this is how mad it is, and this is how vicious like situations can be because me and my man are studying there. We're saying what we're saying. They're saying what they're saying, and then the screws have come. The screws have come over the other side of the landing. Now remember, high security prison. There's not a blind spot. There is not a blind spot. You understand what I'm saying? Anyone that's been high security or knows about high security will know what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying? So the screws obviously seen us go in there. So they're just waiting for the situation to jump off. You get me? So because it's not jumping off now, and they're watching us on camera, but there's no audio, so they can just see like hand movements and screwed face and like see people's actions, yeah. But they've not come up because this is what they do. Like they leave it for it to go off, and then when it goes off, lock you down, and then start talking about yeah, well, when you learn to behave yourselves, like you won't be all them kind of things, yeah. So the screws have come over the other side of the landing. I've seen him looking, and then they've started doing cell inspections, yeah. When they've made it round, they've come into the TV room and they're like, oh, what's going on here then? So what's going on here? So man is saying, right, nothing. It's association room, man. Like we can be in there if we want. He said, yeah, we're not saying that. Just wait to know what's going on. Then he's turned to me and gone, are you all right? So I said, yeah, of course I'm all right. Turned to my brother, he said, you all right? I said, yeah, of course we're all right. Said to a couple other man, are you all right? So everyone said, yeah, we're all right. Then he's bopped off, yeah. Conversations going on, going on, going on. Then it kind of reached a point where nothing weren't even being resolved. You understand what I'm saying? Then the sickest part about it, at the end of it, certain people were coming to man and saying, you know what? Nah, you made a valid point, you made a valid point. But then I'm saying like, why not say that within the surrounding of everyone? Like, don't come to me on a one away and say like, yeah, I respect what you said or respect what you done when you ain't willing to say that in front of everybody. You understand what I'm saying? So like I feel people just need to be themselves. You understand what I'm saying? Like you can't really see what a man's doing, and then amongst your circle and that you're saying, oh yeah, nah, that's not right, that's not right. But then on a one away, you come into man and you're saying like, nah, you know what? You was right in what you said still. Like I can't respect that. So this is why I say, yeah, forget strength in numbers. Forget going with the crowd. Like sometimes you just need to be yourself. Just be yourself. Keep it real. Like keep it real to self, innit? You understand what I'm saying? Like a lot of people lose years of their life. Some people lose their life over trying to like keep it real to a situation that's not real to you. You understand what I'm saying to you? You know what? Forget it. Like, I'll keep it 100. Like, some people stick to the rules of the game. Some people live by the unwritten rules of the game. You understand what I'm saying? When a lot of people don't. Do you get what I'm saying? But it's like everyone wants to live under that umbrella of, yeah, man are real, man are this, man are that. When first and foremost, number one rules of the unwritten rules, a lot of man are violating. A lot of man are breaking. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, how can you see a man that you've been cool with, you've been brethren with for over 20 years? How can you see that man struggle? How can you see that man trying to make something of himself, but then it's like, oh, yeah, forget my man and rare tech. You understand? Just because the man ain't on the same path as you. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, maddest thing, and fuck it, I'm taking it there. I come out of pen after 12 years, yeah? I'm hollering at my brethren for, help, support, financial support. Then it reached a point where now man are blocking me. Now man don't want to chat to man. You understand what I'm saying? And when I got that position in the gym, I started renting out a space in the gym. So I was trying to reach out to man to say, look, listen, like I've got a space in the gym. Anybody wants to train, slide through, come train, man. I'll sort it out for you. But it's so nuts. It's like man are seeing my number flash up and man are just ignoring the call. Certain other man are blocking me. Certain other man, it's like, oh, forget my man. But at the same time, I just charged it to the game. But then the other day, I'm chatting to a man, and a man said to me, "Raw, man is saying that you only hollered them when you doze low." So I'm saying, hey, who said that? And he's moving like he don't want to tell me. So then in the end, I got it out of him. And this is the same man that come to see man when I was in the hostel. And all he wanted to talk about was how do I know Steve-O? Because he seen Steve-O commented on a few of my posts and shouted me out in his story. How do you know Bonkers? How do you know these man? So it's like, you didn't really want to check me. You understand what I'm saying? You only come to check me because you see certain man like Harry Panero shouted man out, Bonkers shouted man out, Steve-O shouted man out, King Far shouted man out. So that's why you wanted to come link me. You understand what I'm saying? But then you want to turn around and talk about I only shout you in my dozlo. If we're not on the same path, you understand what I'm saying? I'm on a different path. But the way I seen it, we were still cool. We were still brethren. Like you man are doing what you're doing. I'm doing what I'm doing. You understand what I'm saying? So then man are saying, oh, you only shout man when you doze low. Who am I supposed to shout? The same way back in the day, if any of us shouted each other if we was in trouble, if anyone shouted, like say, you got caught slipping, or you need backup, or you need this, or you need that, you doze low, let's go on a raise, let's go do this, let's go do that. Is that not the same thing? But man want to turn it into some, oh, when he's doze low, he wants to shout, man, who else am I supposed to shout? He's supposed to be my people. You understand what I'm saying? But it just shows the mindset of people in it. Like if you're not on the same path, it's like fuck you basically, innit? You get me? But still here, still do what I'm saying. I'm trying to build my thing from the ground up. So yeah, you can see, like I said, link in the bio, GoFundMe page. If you can, I appreciate the help. If you can't, same, I appreciate it. Just keep viewing my stories, keep sharing, keep posting, let's keep it real. And moral of the story is sometimes you have to keep it true to self, innit? You have to keep it true to self, car. God forbid anyone has to face that test. You know that test when you're in certain situations and then you test your loyalty to people and then other people's loyalties are tested back on you. You understand what I'm saying? Like it hurts, and I hope that God forbid nobody has to go through that. You understand what I'm saying? Let's just keep it real, and we'll just keep it real to ourselves, innit? Yeah? Alright.